After careful consideration and taking everything into account, USC is the place I want to ball at for my senior season to win a national championship. Even though we're stacked at the receiver position, I come in as wide receiver number 1. I barely edge out Jordan Addison for this spot. My first game as a Trojan on the road against Hawaii, and I opened up this game the best way possible with a 66-yard touchdown. First and 10, I go untouched throughout my entire route, and I pick up 20 yards on this play. There's a bunch of great receivers on this USC team, so I'm making sure I come out here today establishing myself as the true number 1 receiver of this team. The connection I've established with Caleb Williams day 1 is amazing. He's putting the ball exactly where it needs to be. I picked up my 3rd touchdown just halfway through the 3rd quarter, and by then, coach was ready to pull the starters. My first home game here at USC, and Caleb Williams delivers a dot to the back of the end zone, and I pick up TD number 1 of the day. First and goal, I win at the line against this DB, and just like that, we're up 27-7 before halftime. This game is starting to shape up to be a blowout, but here late in the 3rd quarter, we continue to make big plays, picking up big yardage. But to add insult to injury, here on 3rd and 7, I make a nice move after the catch, and I use my elite speed to get around the corner, and we pick up another touchdown. We celebrate our big home game win midfield. We balled out today. Even though I didn't have a huge day yardage wise, I picked up 3 touchdowns and I received player of the game honors. We got Boston College today, and picking up 35 yards on a huge reception is a clear sign that I'm going to have a big day today. I've been a monster in the red zone my entire college career, and that's not going to change now that I'm here at USC. We only need 3 yards to pick up the first down, but why not make a huge play and pick up 23 yards on the play? 2nd and 2, they get no hands on me at the line. I make this catch in stride, and I take this one all the way back for a touchdown. We're down 10 points, and we need a big play so we can go down and score, and Caleb Williams puts the ball in my hands. He knew exactly what to do with it. Caleb has been leaning on me all game to make big plays, and nothing's going to change down here in the red zone. I make this catch to close up this lead. We're trying to get within field goal range, but I have other plans. I make this catch in stride, break a tackle, and walk into the end zone for the game-winning touchdown. And with that catch, I break a school record. Marquise Lee's single game receiving record, 364 yards on the day. 13 catches for 364 yards and 4 touchdowns, including a game winner. We're 3-0, and so is Arizona State. Somebody gonna have to walk out of here with their first L of the season. Destroying DBs at the line is my specialty, and I do just that, and that frees me up to score my first touchdown of the game. So far throughout the first half, we only put up 7 points. We have to step it up or we're gonna lose this game. I make the biggest play of the day, making this catch in stride, taking this one up the sideline. I go untouched, diving into the end zone for a touchdown. 3rd and inches, we're looking to further our lead, and Caleb Williams hits me wide open across the middle of the field for my 3rd touchdown. 5 catches for $142 and 3 touchdowns. A very slight day by my standards, but we got the dub. A very rare sighting seeing me on the kickoff return, but I take this one back for a crazy 55 yards. I almost take it back to the crib. I haven't had a chance to show that I can go up top and make big catches, but on this underthrown ball by Caleb, I do exactly that on this play. We need to get into the end zone before halftime, and when we're in the red zone, you know you can always call on my number and I'm gonna make the play. This is easily the filthiest play of my football career. Making this catch, staying in bounds, making a move after the catch, and taking this one all the way in for a touchdown. I follow up that huge play with an even bigger one, making guys miss in space, taking this one all the way in for a touchdown to secure the blowout win against Arizona. 5 catches, 174 yards, and 3 major touchdowns. My longest one today was 65 yards. That's crazy. Right now, I'm 3rd in the Heisman race, projected to move up to the number 2 spot soon, but if I want to win it, I have to continue to ball at an extremely high level over the rest of the season. When it comes to the Pac-12, we're undefeated, and so is Oregon. If we both finish this season out undefeated, we'll be in for a huge conference championship game at the end of the season. A ranked matchup against another historically great team in Notre Dame. We're on the road today, and I'm looking to have a big game. After my first catch, I spent most of my time on the sideline due to an injury, but I checked back into the game, making a big play when my team needed me the most. We need to put up points to either tie this game or take the lead, and Caleb Williams puts this ball on the money, and we take the lead here late in the 4th quarter. We get the close win on the road against Notre Dame, and we finish halfway through the season remaining undefeated. There's no better way to start a game than on 3rd and 16 to make a catch and take it to the crib for an 81-yard touchdown. There's no safety help for these Utah cornerbacks, and that's a huge mistake. Caleb Williams has no problem hitting me in stride, and I take this one back for my 2nd touchdown just in the 1st quarter. And my dominance continues here in the first half. I make this catch in stride, and I leap in for my 3rd touchdown just here in the first half. Even though I'm balling out right now, it's still a 1-possession game. So I take off, I beat this corner, and I pick up a 51-yard touchdown diving into the end zone. We're here in overtime, and we desperately need to get into the end zone. I turn what was a quick screen into the easiest touchdown I've ever caught in my life. Defense went and got a stop. All we have to do is go down and score, and Caleb Williams hits me deep in the back of the end zone for my 6th touchdown and the game winner. I received player of the game honors with probably my best game of the season, putting up 6 total touchdowns. We got Oregon State this week on the road, and I pick up where I left off with a big play here in the second quarter. First and goal, this DB doesn't have a clue. I use my elite speed to fly right past him, picking up my first touchdown of the game. Second and 10, my elite route running skills are on full display. I completely lose this DB, and Caleb Williams puts this ball exactly where it needs to be for a touchdown. Me and Caleb continue to hook up, making big plays, picking up first downs, and our defense keeps Oregon State out of the end zone. They're doing a great job today. Even though I had under 100 yards receiving today, I still somehow managed to become player of the game. We got 2-7 Cal this week, and we start this game off burning their #1 corner, picking up 35 yards on this play. Somehow Cal has a 7-point lead here in the second quarter, but here on 1st and 10, I take off making a big catch for a huge play. We're down 10 points here late in the fourth quarter to a 2-7 Cal team. We desperately need a big play, and of course I'm gonna answer with that. 2nd and 10, I sell this route inside, get a step outside, and I make this catch getting tackled into the end zone, and we take the late fourth quarter lead. We celebrate this win midfield. What a great late fourth quarter effort by me and my guys. I'm starting to develop into an elite route runner, turning simple go routes into masterpieces. I take this one in for 82 yards for a touchdown. After going down to the wire with a 2-7 team last week, nothing short of dominance will be tolerated this week. I pick up my second touchdown of the game, and with this catch I break the NCAA record for the most receiving touchdowns in a single season. 1st and 10, somehow we're down a score once again to a lesser opponent, but I take off past this cornerback, picking up my third touchdown of the game. Going into halftime down the score is just not an option for me. I take off past this corner, picking up another touchdown, making this an even game. I haven't had any success with jet sweeps this season, but that would soon change with me taking this handoff, blazing up the sideline, picking up big yardage. It was a close one here at home, but we take the dub, and I walk out of here player of the game once again with 4 total touchdowns. We're 10-0, and that undefeated season is very close to being accomplished, but we have to take care of Colorado on the road today. I've been tearing up just about every defense on these go routes. I sell them inside, I take it back out, and I go up and make a catch, and I walk into the end zone for yet another touchdown. And with this catch, my boy Caleb Williams breaks the USC school record for the most passing touchdowns in a single season. We're currently up 1 score here late in the second quarter. Me and Caleb continue to connect and make big plays. He throws his ball upfield, and I pick up 30 yards with this catch. A minute left here in the third quarter, I shred this DB at the line. I take off towards the end zone, and I make this amazing catch right over this DB's head for a touchdown. We dominated Colorado today, taking a 42-24 win here on the road, and we improved to 11-0. A pretty quiet first quarter for me against UCLA, so I open up the second quarter with a really nice 30-yard play right here. 2nd and 15 with a simple go route going towards the end zone, and Caleb Williams couldn't have thrown a better ball. He puts this one exactly where it needs to be, and I score touchdown #1 of the day. It's a 1-score game here late in the second quarter, but that would soon change with me making this catch, breaking this tackle, and taking off towards the end zone for my second touchdown. With the final score of 38-35, we managed to complete the undefeated regular season. We barely edge out UCLA here at home. We finished this season one of 3 teams left undefeated throughout the entirety of the season. We're 12-0, so is Louisville and Ohio State. I'm the front runner currently for the Heisman. Caleb Williams is a close second. He's right behind me. He's my teammate, but there's no way I can let him edge me out to win this award. The Pac-12 championship game against #4 Oregon. If we win this game, we can go play for my ultimate goal, something I've been wanting my entire college career, a national championship. It's a tie game here late in the second quarter of the Pac-12 championship, and I explode for a huge play right before halftime. 3rd and 20, what should have been a simple curl route turns into the toughest play of my life, breaking 3 tackles, walking into the end zone for a touchdown. 2nd and 10, I go throughout this route untouched, and Caleb Williams puts this ball in the very back of the end zone. I make a nice toe tapping catch for another touchdown. Once again, for maybe the 8th time this season, I receive player of the game honors. We take home the Pac-12 championship trophy, and for the first time in my career, it feels amazing to actually win something of importance. And your Heisman Trophy winner is your boy, Mr. Julian DeLeon, the 5'11", undersized Hispanic receiver. We gonna kick this game off with a huge 35-yard catch. Under a minute left here in the first quarter, me and Caleb Williams are gonna connect on a huge play. I take off towards the end zone, picking up an early touchdown, taking the lead over Ohio State. 1st and 10 here to kick off the second quarter. I take off on this go route, sell it inside, I make this catch, and I walk into the end zone, and I advance our lead to 14-0. 1st and 10, I break off from my go route a little bit. Caleb throws this ball extremely low, but I make this crazy catch for a nice 20 yards. Under a minute left here in the second quarter, I take off towards the end zone, I make this catch, and I dive into the end zone, giving us a 21-0 lead at half. 21-7 lead over Ohio State here in the third quarter. I have my best player of the day breaking the tackle, leaping my way into the end zone for another touchdown. We absolutely dominate dominated Ohio State today, and I'm pretty sure the entire country is shocked, but I capped this game off with a huge 51-yard reception. And just like that, we're national champions, the only undefeated team left in the country. What a storybook ending to my college career. Record-breaking numbers for my senior season here at USC, bro. I absolutely balled out of control this year. My final year as a collegiate athlete has come to an end, and now it's time to enter the NFL draft. After a season like that, there's no question that I'll be a top 3 pick in the draft. And now that it's all said and done, I think it's safe to say that I am the greatest offensive player in college football history.